Hi, it's Carolyn with Therapy for the Soul. Welcome back to my channel and to another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing the week ahead collective reading. And so this is intended for the week of June 12th through the 18th. But I do feel these readings are timeless. So if you're coming across this video at a time outside of this week, you can trust that that's because there's probably a message in here that's important for you to hear. As always, it is a collective reading, so take the messages that resonate and disregard the ones that don't. But if you do resonate with these energies, what these readings are designed to do is to help you be aware of the collective energies that are coming in for this coming week so that you can have that awareness and feel prepared in how to navigate those energies so that you can have the most successful week ahead. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to begin with looking at an overall energy for this coming week. Okay, we have immense growth. And then our bottom of the deck, we have nourish the shadow. Okay. So I feel so far that this is really saying that there is going to be some things coming to light this week. I feel like it's either going to be stuff that maybe you have suppressed in the past that is coming up to the surface to be looked at, and it might feel like you're stretching yourself or moving through just this personal growth that you're going through. Or it could also be that, that there's something that you're doing that's pushing you a bit out of your comfort zone, and it's pushing you to be growing a bit more, okay? And there might be just some different fears that are coming up, which is where it's important to kind of like nourish that shadow side that might be coming up, just to give that part of you some TLC, okay? But let's see what the rest of the reading shows pertaining to this. We're going to go ahead and get some tarot messages next. Okay, so I will share with you our initial cards that we got and then the clarifier cards, okay? And so we have the Seven of Swords. Let me see if that helps it focus a little bit more there. We have the Eight of Cups. I feel like this might have come out in last week's reading too. And then our bottom of the deck, we had the Eight of Swords. So we can see that there's two eights that are here, right? And even with our oracle cards at the beginning, our immense growth was a number 15, which gives us a 6. And nourish the shadow is 33, which gives us a 6. So I do feel like 8 and 6 are going to be important messages to just keep in mind to see if you're noticing anything like that happening this week, any of those numbers recurring. Now our clarifier for the Seven of Swords is the Two of Earth. And on here it says balance, prioritization, playfulness. Our clarifier for the Eight of Cups is the Five of Earth, lack, worry, assistance. And our clarifier for the Eight of Swords, we did have 3 cards that darted out of the deck. And so I'm going to take all of them here. We have the Seven of Water here. Choices, overanalyzing, procrastination. We have the Lovers, which is another 6 card. Relationships, emotions, choices. And we have the Dreamer, beginning, believing, protected. And so let's go ahead and put all of these messages together and see how they go along with immense growth and nourishing the shadow. I do feel like that there is something that was happening in your life And I feel like it is part of the shadow. I feel like it might be something that maybe you felt ashamed about or were trying to hide, not only from other people, but maybe also from yourself, okay? And it's really brought this imbalance into your life, almost like whatever it is you've kind of like known, it's kind of been on the back of your mind that it's there, or it might kind of like resurface, and then you might have done things to kind of like push this away to not have to deal with it. And I feel like that's whatever this might be for you, I feel like this week it's going to be important to be nourishing what this is, doing some of that shadow work, okay? I feel it might have to do with some sort of lack mindset, or even something that has to do with worthiness. But I feel like as you do this, it's almost like this belief is something that you're going to be walking away from with our 8 of Cups and our 5 of Earth, okay? Because I feel like you're recognizing that this is really limiting you. It's a belief or a story that maybe you, and an experience that you no longer want to hold on to, because you know that you are meant for more. You know that you are worthy and deserving of more, and you're ready to walk away from this old and whatever it is that has maybe like shame or this avoidance around it, okay? That you're ready to heal that and move on from that, okay? Because you no longer want to be in the space where you're feeling trapped and whatever this is. And we can also see like she's not wanting to look at what this is. And that's, I feel like, just another piece where it's important to look at what this is, because as you do that, it is going to lead you to this new beginning. And it is, I think, thinking about what is the story you can tell yourself that is more abundant mindset of what it is that you're choosing to walk into, okay? Because it is this new beginning, this new journey. What would your life be like and feel like if whatever this is that's coming up for you to look at and to do some healing around, what would it be like if this was no longer weighing you down anymore? You're ready to start this new cycle where you're no longer feeling trapped by this, or almost like you're like a prisoner to this in a sense, okay? Now we do have these 2 cards here that are speaking to choices, okay? We have the 7 of Water, which is all about all these different choices and almost getting stuck in the choice that you're not moving forward. And it might be even thinking about just some different ideas in your head about maybe even like how to intellectually be able to resolve this situation, but then the subconscious mind is kind of like holding you back, because that's where some of that inner work needs to be taking place before these steps can be consistent and persistent for you, okay? And then we also have the Lover's card, which is about heartfelt choices, okay? And I almost wonder if whatever's coming up might be impacting a relationship in a sense, just because this card can also be speaking to intimate relationships as well. And it might be something like an old relationship story or story about love that you're holding on to. We can look at it that way, or just see if something about this is leading to feelings of unworthiness in a relationship, or matters of the heart, where it does come down to this heartfelt choice that you're needing to make, but it really is like letting go of this old story, this old pain, letting it come to the surface, being present with it so that you can do some healing around it. So then as that happens, you're almost like free to start whatever the next chapter is for you, what the new story is that you're choosing to walk into. But I feel like it's going to be important to ask yourself, what is this new story that you're writing for yourself? Okay? Now we are going to go ahead and get a Power of Surrender card to see what will help with these energies. In terms of surrendering into, or surrendering in terms of releasing here. We have surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Okay, and so what might be, if whatever this shadow piece is that's coming up for you, maybe it is getting activated in different conversations that you're having with other people, with yourself. Just notice when you start to feel that defensiveness, and the more that you notice that and are aware of that, the easier it's going to be to recognize that that is what's getting triggered and to be doing some of that internal work around it. If you notice this happening in a conversation with another person, just see if you can notice that it's happening, take a deep breath, and like this card says, see if you can communicate in an empowered way where you're just trying to hear the other person out rather than trying to defend something. Okay? And I have 2 Archangel Michael decks that we're going to pull from today for some final guidance here. My nose is itching like quite a bit during this reading. I'm not exactly sure off the top of my head what that might symbolize, but I will certainly look that up and post that in the description of the video, okay? All right, so we have the person you're asking about is trustworthy. We have this prayer: thank you for helping me have faith so I can open my heart wider in relationships. I am grateful for your protection, ensuring that only trustworthy people are in my life. Then let's go ahead and see what the other Archangel Michael deck has to share with us. And we have increase your knowledge, and the number on here is a number 15, which gives us a 6. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, or find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. So there's definitely something, even just tying these 6 cards back to the Lover's card, which is the major arcana of the number 6 here. I feel like, yeah, all of this is related. I feel like it is this choice, right? To be able to look at some of this stuff, this choice to do the work to release it, the choice to move on to the new story. And I also feel like some of this very much could be relating to love and just how you experience love and intimacy and relationships too. So we do have, with this person you're asking about is trustworthy. I feel like this ties back into just this Lover's card and maybe some of these relationship pieces that might be coming up for you. It could also be if you are working through just some shadow pieces that are activated in a relationship with another person. I feel like this card is really confirming that it's safe for you to be vulnerable with this particular person. It's safe for you to be opening your hearts, okay? And especially if some of these shadow pieces have to do maybe with the story that you're telling yourself about love or vulnerability, it's another reassurance that, whoever the person is that comes to mind related to this, for this reading, it's safe to trust them. And so when we have here, increase your knowledge, I think it's seeing about these different things that are coming up. What is your soul wanting to have the courage to do? What are you getting that nudge to step into? Okay, where are you holding yourself back? And see if you can do a little research and gain some more knowledge about whatever this is to also help you feel more confident about what it is that you are stepping into. Okay, well, these are the messages that we have for this week. So I feel like that this is a week of a lot of transformation and growth that's gonna be happening, but something amazing is going to be on the other side of this. But this change and transformation and new beginning it is happening and it can happen. Remind yourself of this if you are in the space of just feeling trapped, okay? To know that you can get out of this situation. Whatever it is, the choice begins with you, okay? And so these are our messages for this coming week. And so thank you so much for being here. If you're still here at the end of the video, I hope that means that you enjoyed the video. So please make sure to give it a like and to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you enjoy the collective readings, I do offer private personal readings for your specific situation. And I'll put information in the description box down below if you feel that nudge to check one of those out. So have a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you again at the next video. All right, bye-bye.